When we down, you're around the Chattahoochee.
The hell are you doing?
I don't know. Trying to come up with a song.
Not Alan Jackson, dude.
Alan Jackson.
I know.
Dude. That Alan Jackson dude.
Yes. My wife was quite fond of him.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's two people that are right.
I don't know if that qualifies as, right.
Totally kidding. Don't like Alan Jackson. Yeah. I'm not a country person, so right off the bat, that rules a lot of people out.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, well, by the way, I'm Brendan.
I'm Nathan.
And this is What Were They Thinking mini episode.
Right.
Nathan, please continue.
As I was saying, I do like country music, but it has to be right. It can't be like pop music with Stetson hats. It's like Johnny Cash is legit. Okay? Waylon Jennings, Merle Haggard, all of those guys, that's legit hurt song country.
When you said right, I thought you meant like right leaning, like Toby Keith.
No, not at all.
If the song is not praising the goddamn president, I don't want to hear it.
I remember when it wasn't him. It was Trace Adkins who was in the Trailer Park of Terror.
Yeah,
I got you to watch that for the 31 days, like last year or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't mention to you at the time, but yeah, Trace Adkins plays the devil, and the song came out around a time we had a huge hit on the radio about Jesus.
Of course he did.
Well, I mean, it's country, right? You play to your audience.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that he was playing the devil, and that was his big hit at the time. See, I told you we'd find something to talk about.
Lifting up the curtain.
Kayfabe's dead.
No topics. We didn't prepare anything. This is totally off the cuff. So what'd you do today, Nathan?
Well, I went to work, so you probably don't want to hear about that.
Well, we don't want to get you in trouble. Well, this is this person's account number.
I'll tell you this, since we were talking about music just a minute ago, I have been checking out a new hip-hop artist, well, at least to me, I guess, Shorty Horror. I don't know if you've heard
I was
of him.
hoping you were going to be like, Meth Odd Man?
No. Shorty Horror. Horroh. Like, because he's from Manchester, England.
Okay.
He has a song called Suit Hill, and I heard it one night on on the television.
I was watching the television the other
they
day.
had these musical videos, and
and I'll tell you what they were. There's a bunch of people singing, and then there's stuff happening.
it was the craziest thing. So yeah, I saw his video for Suit Hill, and I couldn't, or Should Hill is the name of the song. I couldn't get it out of my head for like a week and a half. I kept listening to that song. I couldn't stop listening to it. It was in my head. And so I managed to get a copy of the album it was off of. The rest of the album is amazing too. And I just found out that he's going to be in a movie coming up.
Interstellar
what is
2.
it called here? No, I don't think it's going to be that dry.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Shazam on Interstellar.
No, Interstellar 2.
Oh, the first one's good, but the second one's going to be dry.
Dry, and all the same characters are back doing the same. It's a typical sequel.
It's a shot-for-shot remake like that 90s Psycho movie.
Yes.
And it also has Vince Vaughn.
The movie's called Versus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he I guess he made his bones in the rap battle scene in the UK, and that's what this movie's about. So it brought it right back around to movies. Shoddy Horror's movie debut Versus.
I mean, I saw some movies at the theater recently.
Okay, well, as you would, because, you work at the movies.
Yeah. I saw I saw The Nutcracker in the Four Realms. It was not very good. And I saw Bohemian Rhapsody, and it was okay, but ultimately disappointing.
That's too bad.
Yeah. It was a very shallow biopic. It felt like very like it's just like every cliche you could possibly think of in a movie like that, they hit it.
Oh.
Like it's you could literally just say it's a different artist and it would make about as much sense. Obviously there's like stuff specific to Freddie Mercury, like his personal life and everything.
Yeah.
But I feel like the movie's kind of a little bit of a disservice, and I think it's because the rest of the band had their hand in it a little too much.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like objective.
So it's more like they're tinting the glass for the way they want you to see them.
Yeah, like they don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. The character has flaws and everything, but reading up some of the stuff,
it's not as I guess bare bones, not bare bones, but bearing your scars like they did with the Johnny Cash movie.
Yeah, no, exactly. Or even like the Ray Charles movie.
Okay.
Like, because I mean, in Ray, he like shoots heroin and like cheats on his wife. Like, it's,
yeah.
They don't skirt around that. But I feel like, I don't know. Like the music sequences are good. I also have a little bit of a hard time. I mean, I can understand them not thinking they can match Freddie Mercury's voice, but I have a little bit of a hard time with the actor not actually singing in the movie.
Okay.
They just dub over Queen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like if you hire the person to do the part, they should also do the singing.
I mean, Rami Malek's pretty spot on as far as being Freddie Mercury goes, from everything I've heard and seen.
That's another thing I was going to say. I don't think he's that good.
Really?
He's better in the second half of the movie, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but he's better in the second half of the movie when it's more like dramatic and there's pathos and everything. But I feel like in the first half of the movie, he's almost being like too campy.
Okay.
And it's almost like I'm watching an SNL sketch with someone playing Freddie Mercury.
Okay. That's fair.
That's the best thing I could say about it. He gets better as the movie goes on, but he starts out pretty shaky. I would have loved to see the Sacha Baron Cohen version of this movie.
I heard something about that.
Yeah.
I hear he was going to be I'm not pulling any punches.
Right, and the band said, nope.
That's too bad.
I know, right? That's the version I wanted to see. And if that version had to have Rami Malek in it, then fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have appreciated it to be a little more, I don't know. Either way, Nutcracker was bad, though.
Okay.
Trying to think if there was anything else. I think...
I saw a skyscraper recently.
Oh, yeah, did you?
Yeah.
You mean Die Hard?
Yeah, Die Hard with the rock and a prosthetic leg.
Die Hard with an amputee, yeah.
Hey, ooh.
Well, that's what they're called. That's what he's called.
I suppose that's accurate.
I'm not. It's a medically correct term.
Sure, I'm not going to get into it.
Okay.
I saw the movie.
Yes.
And it was fun.
He had one leg. Moving on.
Moving along, yes. But I liked it for what it was, but it is very clear that it is, like you said, a Die Hard knockoff.
Yeah, and it's definitely like an insane movie.
It's a loving homage to it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's lots of stuff in it where I'm like, oh my god, I could talk about this for hours.
Well,
hey,
coming soon?
Probably. We haven't done a movie with The Rock yet.
Really?
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Also, Neve Campbell, pretty badass in that movie.
Yes. Although, she's got like a doctor-patient thing going on again in that one, doesn't she?
Is she?
I'm almost positive she was the nurse at the triage when he had his accident.
Why are there so many movies where the nurse ends up getting with their patient?
It's the Florence Nightingale thing.
Yeah. It's her fault. She's...
In that a nurse falls in love with a patient, they live happily ever after, that sort of thing.
Florence Nightingale, you've ruined everything.
Get at us on Twitter?
Yeah, she's alive, right?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like though Neve Campbell will always look like young to me. Like she's I think she's like in her early 40s, mid 40s. She still looks like she not much older than when she was in like Scream.
Well, put that money towards the surgeons and I mean, eat well and take care of yourself. That's what I meant to say.
No, I think she looks natural, but I just think she looks she just hasn't aged a lot is what I'm trying to say. She's got the whole like Keanu Reeves up until recently look.
Okay. Beardless Keanu Reeves is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's starting to look older now. Yeah. Okay, so Skyscraper is a 5-star movie.
It's a 5-star fun time.
There you go. Did you see anything else?
Not a whole lot, actually. I've been playing the new Spider-Man.
You saw Gamera 2.
Well, yeah.
Did you want to talk about that?
No, we did that for like an hour and some change. It was a short episode.
Spider-Man, yes.
But I'm playing the new Spider-Man for PlayStation 4, and that's pretty sweet.
I also am enjoying it quite a bit.
I hope I get to unlock Spider-Ham.
What is Spider-Ham?
Spider-Ham is... Okay, it was a parody comic that Marvel did of its own characters. So, rather than just be people, they were anthropomorphic animals. Okay. So, there was a Ghost Rider parody called Goose Rider. The Hulk, for just some reason, was Hulk Bunny. There was...
What?
It was just a rabbit that turned into the Incredible Hulk, or a rabbit version of
That's
the
not
Incredible
even a good attempt.
I know, it's terrible. And
funny.
there was Captain America Cat.
Oh, that's great.
It's a cat dressed as Captain America, and a pig who got the spider powers of Spider-Man called Spider-Ham, with his alter ego, Peter Porker.
Does he team up with Spider-Pig from the Simpsons movie?
No, this was long before Spider-Pig.
Oh.
I will say that Peter Porker worked for J. Jonah Jackal.
Wait, J. Jonah what?
Jackal. In the Spider-Ham universe, there was an Ozzy Osbourne, but he was Ozzy Ostrich.
Oh my god.
And he bit the head off a chocolate bunny.
Wait. Oh, so was the Hulk mad because that was like his cousin or something?
No. Sometimes you would get like a straightforward point A to point B story, but then there were other ones where they did like 3 kind of mini comics within, and I don't think that one was related to the Ozzy Ostrich story. In fact, the Goose Rider it's just a little vignette sketch type story onto its own.
I'm a goose.
Well, he the
Hong Kong.
Well, funny you say that. That's how he summoned the spirits of heck to because that's what they called it in the book, to become the Goose Rider. He would just honk really loudly.
What is this comic?
It's the most delightful thing when you're 10. And it's amazing when you're 40.
Or an adult who smoked marijuana.
Stop it.
What?
Actually, the new movie, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the one that's coming out in December, has Spider-Ham in it, and guess who's voicing?
Give me a clue.
Kid's gorgeous.
Okay, I have no idea.
It's John Mulaney.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
And I've seen trailers for it where they have him talking as Spider-Ham. I can't wait, and I guarantee you it's going to be my favorite character of the movie.
Speaking of John Mulaney, if anyone out there is not watching Big Mouth right now, you need to watch it. Just saying.
After you're done listening to this.
Yeah, don't turn this off. Wait, where are you going? Come back. It's great. It's a Netflix show about puberty, and it's hilarious, and it's gross, and
accurate.
It is accurate, and I've heard from the other side too. A lot of females that I know that watch this. A lot of females that I know.
I got binders full of women.
I know a lot of females of the human species, and they say that from their
that's
end,
how humans talk.
a lot of female gendered humans. No, they said that on their end it's pretty accurate too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great show. Check it out. Watch it. It's like South Park, but not political, I guess.
Yeah, it's more focused on the, puberty and all the changes you go through.
And I mean, it's a show created by Nick Kroll and has John Mulaney, Jason Mantzoukas. I mean, you can't really go wrong.
No, you can't. What else?
That's what you want to hear in a podcast. What else?
No,
People are looking down. They're like, I still have 15 minutes of this goddamn thing, and he says, "What else?" Giant sigh.
You can just edit that out, dickweed.
Nope, leaving all of this in. I have to save every bit of this I can. I might even go into other episodes and just pull clips and insert them randomly into this episode.
Actually, what I did this past weekend, this is kind of interesting. We had that terrible storm here.
Yeah.
That knocked out all the power and everything. Well, preceding that Saturday was just filled with rain, and I ended up staying in and watching like a ton of movies at the camp. And I watched Gamera vs. Guiron, which we just talked about in the last episode. It's the knife-headed kaiju.
Yep.
That Gamera fought, not Godzilla, Gamera.
Godmera, yep.
Stop it. The Chronicles of Riddick.
Oof, oof, oof.
Yeah, that one was intriguing, to say the least.
Wait, was it the Chronicles of Riddick, or was it that later movie that was just like Riddick?
Nope, it was Chronicles of Riddick. It was the second one.
I stand by my oof comment.
Yeah. The one where he fought Colin Meaney at the end.
Action hero.
Colin Fiore, rather. Sorry.
I confuse their names all the time, too.
Yeah, Colin Meaney is the guy who was in Con Air and on Star Trek.
And Colin Fiore is good Bone Cop, Bad Cop.
Yes.
Even though nobody listening to this will probably know what that is.
They should, because both of those movies are fun.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I watched that. And Carl Urban's in it.
Oh, wow. I was going to say, Carl Urban from Doom.
From Doom and Dread.
Yeah.
All his D movies are really great. It was, I don't know, man. It was almost like they were trying to do a Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow type of situation, because there was a lot of CG stuff going on in that movie.
That movie, I remember when it came out in theaters. I watched it twice in a row.
Sky Captain?
No, Chronicles of Riddick.
Oh.
So what happened was, that weekend, I don't know why I remember this so vividly, but that weekend, Chronicles of Riddick and Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties,
Christ on a cracker,
were the movies opening that weekend. And we had, like, back in the days of when the theater was, called something else, we had to test the movies the night before or the day of.
You're not allowed to say Empire Cinemas?
Empire Theaters, I guess. I don't want to say where I work, though.
Okay.
Have I ever said Cineplex on the air?
No, but you work at the theater in Fredericton.
I guess people will figure it out. Anyway, Empire Theater's fine. We used to have to watch them before because they were still on the reels. They weren't digital like they got them now.
Right.
So I just happened to be there. So a few of us watched Chronicles of Riddick, and of course it was not very good. And afterwards, they were supposed to watch Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties to test the other one, but instead, somebody else showed up to test it, and he was like, "I don't want to watch that. Can I just watch Riddick again?" So I watched it twice in a row.
Ugh.
So I really don't like it because I had to watch it twice the same day. And by the way, an addendum to that story: I still have not seen Garfield: A Tale of Two Kitties.
Oh.
So.
The other movie I got to see, which I hadn't seen in a while, 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
Oh, I saw that once a long time ago.
Yeah. It was... This is the third time we've said coming soon, because that movie belongs to on our show.
Right now, it's like that's just a bold-faced lie every time we say it.
Well, we got what R.I.P.D.
Yep, that one. I think I said, we said skyscraper.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't I said one like a million times? You said I said it like 3 times or something.
It's escaping me right now. I'll have to go back and listen to last week's episode.
Escape room, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't know what that is. Maybe escape plan. That's pretty bad.
Oh, it's the Schwarzenegger Stallone Escape from Prison movie.
And I'm not even saying this as a joke. When they had scenes with each other, I actually had to turn on the subtitles. I'm not even joking. Like, that's a real thing I had to do. And then I just left them on because I'm lazy.
So have you watched the sequel with Batista?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, on Netflix.
Oh. Escape Plan 2. Coming soon! Actually, to be fair... we don't do the fake coming soon as much as Stephen Izzy.
No.
Literally every movie, TV show, concept, comic book, T-shirt. We do love you guys. That's Stephen Izzy at EILF Movies. That's
love you so much. We can't remember the Twitter handle or the initials for your show.
It ties my tongue. So movies and video games, we covered that.
Mm-hmm. And music.
And music.
Yeah.
You get the three M's and 2 M's and the V. That's the name of my album. 2 M's and a V. I don't know what it stands for.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem.
I got you to say no problem for nothing. Mission accomplished. Just let me check that off my bucket list. And done. The Bucket List. Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
It's not very good.
No. I did see that there's a remake coming down the pipe that I'm probably going to take my kid to and see.
I hope you're thinking about the one I'm thinking of.
Pet Sematary?
Yep.
Yep.
We just got the posters for it at the theater. I don't know who's behind it or who's in it, but I know it's coming.
John Lithgow's in it.
Oh, so he's the...
He's Judd.
Sometimes dead is better.
Dead is better.
Perfect. Yeah. He's Gage. He plays Gage.
The dad... Oh, he's played by the guy who's in Winchester. I don't know his name.
That Jason Clarke?
Yeah, he's got like the frilly or curly balding hair kind of look.
Oh, yes. Okay, that alarms me because he's in a lot of movies that are not great.
I don't think that's his fault.
Well, no, but he's not very choosy.
Okay.
Just hopefully this is an exception.
I think the real stand up for me is going to be how is Lithgow going to stack up to how Fred Gwynne played, Judd all those years ago.
Is the film directed by Wyoming?
I know it is not.
I would probably still watch it.
Yeah. I'm gonna see it just because that's like probably one of my favorite Stephen King movies.
Yeah. And
the book is unnerving, and I hear they're trying to stick closer to the book as much as possible.
Oh, so it's gonna be a lot more even more disturbing than the other one.
More unnerving, yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. I got a fun story about the original one, though. Okay. A couple of years back, our friend of the show, Ryan Gilbert, went down to HalCon. And Denise Crosby was down there as one of the guests. So I said, dude, could you please take my copy of Pet Sematary and get her to sign it for me? He said, yep. He went down and he did it. And when she saw him with a copy of Pet Sematary... I believe the general feel coming from her was, oh, God bless you. Because it'd been nothing but wall-to-wall Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
So to talk to somebody about something else, even for just 10 or 15 minutes, it was a breath of fresh air for her.
I thought you were going to say that with the general feeling when he came up to her, the Pet Sematary DVD was like, God damn it.
No, she was super thankful to talk to him.
That's crazy. I guess if she was at a horror convention, she'd get more. It'd be the opposite.
Yes, it would be all Pet Sematary all day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Not much Star Trek, I guess. Nathan, we had a clue last week.
Mm-hmm.
And the clue was, werewolf, bro. So, right now, it's going to be the big reveal. Going to play the trailer for the movie that's coming up.
Stop padding.
This reminds me of my formidable and younger years. See, I was working as a steward on
I had an onion on my belt, as was the fashion at the time. Whole onion belt.
Oh, we called it a bunion. But anyway, here is the trailer for what we're going to be talking about next week.
Cam! You seen Cam? Where in the hell is he? Hey, where you at, buddy? Cam! Uptown Express, okay?
Cam.
Nikki,
Who are you? Where'd you find him?
he found me.
Where'd you learn how to do parkour?
You know, this is dangerous stuff. You get hurt if you don't know what you're doing.
Next time, try and keep up.
You want your check or not?
I gotta make more money.
Looks like somebody's been practicing. You should come work out with us.
Hey there, I'm Miller.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You've got to constantly push past what you think you can do, or you stay stuck.
So what do you guys do?
We do whatever we can not to get caught. We're not thrill seekers who pull any score that comes along. We do our research, plan every move, work as a team.
You wanted to be in? Guess what? You're in.
You're so used to walking away, and I'm left here on my own.
What's the exit plan?
I didn't sign up for this.
Get your head in it, Cam, right now. You played me from the start.
If I can get us a clean exit, will you come with me?
You're already gone. Lying on my side and I'm wondering when will it all collapse.
Yeah!
Jesus.
Taylor Lautner, action hero in Tracers.
Okay.
Nathan, I don't know what to expect. I've never seen this movie.
It's a Taylor Lautner movie, man. What do you want?
Probably gonna be the best movie we've ever done.
Better than Judgment Night? I think not.
I mean, at least we're not doing Abduction, the other Taylor Lautner movie.
Right.
That's not Twilight. Yeah, so Tracers next week. And yeah, you want to give a little plug for your friend Montrose?
Yeah, you can check out my good friend Montrose Monkington III on YouTube. He has his channels Montrose Monkington TV. You can check him out on Facebook, Montrose Monkington III Esquire and Friends. And also follow him on Twitter at Montrose the Third. That's number 3 RD. And it's a little delightful British chimp who likes wrestling. So check him out.
And of course, you can find us on Twitter at WWTT Podcast. You can find us also on Facebook. Just search What Were They Thinking. We have a Facebook group, What Were They Thinking Interactive, where you can talk to us or at us. Choice is up to yours. The choice is up to yours. I use words good.
Yes, you do. You work at
Funner.
a theater, don't you?
Funner. Yeah. So, and you can also find us on all the podcatchers. We're on Apple Podcasts / iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Podbean. Obviously, is our main home base. A whole bunch of fake ones that I can't think of right now because I'm getting tired.
Pod Kit Knife, Pod Closet, Teddy Ruxpin Appreciation Society, the Al Jazeera Network, HBO Prime.
For those of you who haven't listened to last week's episode yet, we are digging that old joke out of the mothballs. So enjoy it while it lasts.
I'm going to have to come up with a bunch of them and just interchange them.
I'll just make it a recording, so every time it's just the same thing.
Oh, no, every time I have one, I'm going to try to jot it down. Like, just going to randomly think of what would be a weird name for a podcatcher.
Their latest episode was it was an hour and a half, but 45 minutes of it was just them naming where you could find their podcast. And I'm pretty sure 44 and a half minutes of it was not real. But yeah, so follow us all there. Follow us there. Find our podcast there. We're also we also have a Patreon page, patreon.com/WWTT podcast. Just go to Patreon and search What Were They Thinking. You'll find us, and you can sign up for stuff. You can, as little as $1 to as much as you want, but you get lots of stuff in return. It's not a one-way street, as Nathan likes to say.
I do,
right?
It's
a
fun saying to say.
It is a fun saying to say,
especially as a parent. Not your damn maid, okay?
What would wait, what was the character you played?
No, you're not doing that, and I'm not doing it.
What's his last name? Dave?
No.
Is he in there?
No, he's not.
All right.
Fucking douchebag.
Dave! Damn it. Okay, well, anyway, the other thing is Dave!
No, it's not. No.
Dave? Mm-mm. So, we also have Redbubble? Yeah, Redbubble page.
Yes.
Where you can find a whole bunch of different merchandise we got available. You can put it on pretty much anything you want. And, another podcast also. Search for Screen and Country is what it's called. It's about the British Film Institute, top 100 British films of all time. Check that out on Podbean.
Country.
What?
Country.
Yes, that's my other podcast about British porn.
Yeah.
Just British lesbian porn.
It's a genre I would be fond of.
And it does have a top 100 list. Chosen by thousands of people in the industry. But you can find that podcast for Screen and Country, COU, as Nathan says, on iTunes / Apple Podcasts, Podbean, and Stitcher as well. So that is going to do it for us. Nathan.
Yes.
We got Tracers coming up next week. Mm-hmm. We talked a lot of nonsense in this episode.
We did.
But we learned a lot about ourselves. Mm-hmm. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. I guess, for an episode where we usually have topics and questions to cover, and we just kind of rattled a bunch of shit off the top of our heads. Because it's such a departure from us of our professional nature.
Yes. And
we added so much padding. Just by gapping and talking and saying stuff.
Yeah.
Really long.
Lots of padding.
Yeah. I just have to ask.
Please, ask a question. I would like to hear what you have to ask me, and I might have an answer.
What were we thinking?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Justine. And we make up the Cutaways podcast.
We're watching the good, the bad, and the essentials of the romantic comedy genre.
So far, we've fallen in love with Cary Grant, met up with our terrible friend, Pal Joey, and had the desire to run our fingers through Patrick Dempsey's hair.
Join our slumber party for your ears every other week brought to you in stereo from our blanket fort in Hollywood, California.
You can find and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or your favorite podcatcher. Our digital blanket fort can be found at thecutaways.com.
If you are the social butterfly types, you can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as @CutawaysPodcast.
Bye!
Hey, do you like movies?
Hey, do you like podcasts?
If you do, then come on down and listen to the Home Video Hustle podcast, homie.
Hustle.
Every Friday, we talk about whatever movie PJ picks out the bag. What does that mean? Well, every Wednesday on our YouTube page, I pick a bunch of movies at random. Sometimes there's a theme to it, sometimes not. PJ picks the movie out, and guess what? We watch it on Friday. We talk about it for about maybe an hour and a half, whatever we feel like doing. Might give you something good to watch, baby. Come on down every Friday.
So come get your hustle on with Home Video Hustle.
You can find the show on any podcatcher app, or you can come down to homevideohustle.podbean.com. All of them in one place for you, so you can go ahead and binge it like it's Netflix. We ain't the Defenders, but I like to think we a little bit better than that. Come holler at your boys, man. Come chill with us. Peace.